Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. YouTubers on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975, and welcome to part 2 of my Mini Neo Geo video. As I promised in the last video, the first one, when I gave you an overlook and showed you some of the footage of the games on the actual unit itself. Said unit is just here, in fact, and overall, basically, I was quite impressed with it. Thought it's a really nice little unit. Now, I did mention that I was more interested in it as a sort of, you know, desktop gaming arcade sort of thing, but there's no denying that if you're, you know, seriously into your Neo Geo games, and which is probably why you would have bought it, to be fair, you're going to want to have the control pad to play it, you know, properly, because the joystick is really nice. It's super, you know, responsive. It's not micro switches, as I said, but to get the most out of it, so, you know, if you're going to use it seriously as a system, you know, to play, as opposed to sort of a novelty piece of shelf candy, you're going to need the control pad. I didn't have a control pad, so I have since ordered one. And I've also ordered an HDMI cable for it, because I said in that video that, you know, I've got tons of them knocking around. I didn't actually bother to look at the back of the unit, did I? And it obviously actually takes a mini HDMI or micro HDMI. So basically, you got a really small connection on one end. So I bought both of these. They came a couple of days later. The HDMI cable, I'm not going to open it. I got it off Amazon, because you obviously know what a mini HDMI cable is, but it was $4.99, so I bought that. You can buy an SNK or one specifically, you know, branded for the Mini Neo Geo. Never mind. But that's a tenner. And as much as it looks nice in a box, I mean, if you're a completionist, you might want that, or if you're going to display the boxes, because us, you know, old school gamers like to do stuff like that. I'm not taking the piss, because I do like doing that myself. Yeah, then it might be nice buying it, but for an extra £5 you get a nice looking box, and you just get some branding on the actual plug. So I thought, no, I'm just going to drop a £5 on a regular one. And then I bought the control pad. Box on this is really nice. Now, obviously, there were there's four packages available. There's the basic one, we just get the unit, then there's one we get one pad, and then there's one we get two pads, and then there's the Christmas edition. They released a Christmas edition. So because obviously I had the basic one, I bought a black pad. I bought a black pad because I don't know how well made they are, and I didn't want to buy a white pad for it to yellow on the thumbsticks like certain stuff does. Nintendo Wii Pro Controller, I'm looking at you. It looks horrible now. So yeah, look, nice box. I don't think that's going to show up. You got, you know, like a blueprint of the pad. The legacy lives on. I wonder what the sales figure is, or figures are, I should say, for this system. Neo Geo Mini pad. I haven't opened it. Now, this is, I mentioned before, and obviously it's subjective, and you go experiencing these things yourself. But they didn't put one of those stupid round stickers on it that butcher boxes this time. Thank God. This is where the negativity comes in. I've heard that they are replicas of, you know, the Neo Geo CD pad, but that was micro switched, wasn't it, on the actual stick, not the buttons, and these aren't. So is that because they built it to cost? I don't know why you've got an instruction manual, to be honest, for a pad, but yeah, is it to keep the cost down, you know? Because the thing is, if you're a big fan of the Neo Geo, then surely you would be, and I would have, been happy to shell out more money and have a perfect, you know, sort of replica, not just, you know, looks, but functionality, like micro switch stick, as the original machine. I can tell you right off the bat, this pad has a lot of weight to it. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, it looks nice. I mean, it looks, I think the buttons are in a different layout, and it's the analog stick, as I said, not micro switch, but in case you wanted to see the back, because it says SNK. But that's a really nice looking pad, but at the end it feels really solid. I don't know what I was expecting. got a right angle connection, but the stick doesn't feel as loose or have as much travel as some people have, or I've seen videos on. I've watched a few after I did mine, actually, just to see if it was just, you know, 1 or 2 people. But everyone seems to say that the stick's got, like, I don't know. It's like they said on the unit itself, the stick was bad, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be based on. See, this is what I mean about subjection, or being subjective, I should say. But it's got tiny perforations, so your thumb grips it quite well. Like I said, that they just feel like old school joystick buttons. Feel quite nice. Are they the same layout as the unit? It would help if I could see some bloody light. Weird. Yep, they're the same layout as the unit. So for some reason they've reversed the button layout compared to the original pad on the stick is on the actual unit itself. But this feels really nice. Select and start buttons. I do like the colours. As I said, I do like the fact that it's black. So basically, let's go into the other room. I'm going to set it up on my TV. Not that you even need to know that. I'm going to, obviously the footage, I'm going to capture that, and I'll do some commentary while I'm playing it, because as I said, this is the other problem, isn't it? The elephant in the room here is, for some reason, Neo Geo or SNK Playmore went to adding filters to the screen, which seems to be a bit kind of redundant to me. You want it, well, surely it's going, you know, you've got an HDMI cable, you want it to look as sharp as it possibly can. Anyway, let's go and have a look. Right, so here we go. We're running on my TV. I believe it's running in 720. That's what it said on my TV. I'm guessing that's its highest output, but don't quote me on that. The actual screen on the unit itself is gone black with just the Neo Geo logo on it, so I don't know if that's to save the screen or anything. And obviously I'm running it on my pad. So first things first, let's go with settings. I do not like, just going through settings on this makes you realise what awkward layout the buttons are. A is your top left, your red button, but to go backwards, it's not, that's where the C button is, whereas your B button is backwards, but it's beneath the red button, if that makes sense. Look it up, you'll see what I mean. It's awkward. It's not the original layout, and I know it sounds like I'm pissed and moaning over nothing, but it's awkward. Right, English, sort, I don't even know what that is. Recently played, no, that's a nice option, no? Well, to be fair though, when you've only got 40 games, it's not like you really need it. Right, that's your default. I don't know what this does, we'll just leave it like that. Image optimization off, we'll leave that for off, we'll go back, and let's find out what they say. So far, I mean, I'm only on the title screen, the joystick feels alright. Ghost Pilot's Metal Slug, we played that, we won't play, we'll play X. We're going to try and play games we didn't play the first time around, so let's go with A. Right, alrighty then. It's funny, because this is quiet now, but when you get into the game, the music will blow your ears off. Looks nice, so far so good.
Metal Slug.
Why does he sound like a character from South Park? Right, well, skip that. And starts on the bottom and selects on the top. It's like they went out their way to reverse everything. I'm not sure why. Again, it's not really a deal breaker, but it's just odd when you're used to a sort of a way things done on control pads, if you will. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on, was that? Okay, yes, no. What? Why have you given me those options? What's his name? Barry?
One, start.
Right. Weird. That's Wayne's basement, only that's not Wayne's basement. You probably won't notice this because of the way I'm capturing it. And from the videos I've watched, you thought people were exaggerating, but that is not sharp. It's not rubbish. It's not a deal breaker. Chuck Norris 1, Chuck Norris 2. It's...
Machine gun.
There we go.
Heavy machine gun.
Yeah, that's weird. Egg. Thanks for that. It's still great game, but hang on a minute. Screen. I didn't think it would be so prevalent. I thought people were exaggerating. Like I said, it doesn't make it shit, but it's... Why are you just not bang on 720 lush looking sharpness? That's a phrase that got away from me, if you know what I mean. Right. And select as pause and not start. That makes no difference. Oh look, it's both at once. That's strange. I don't know if I like it that way either. It certainly didn't help. Wrong one again. I'm a numpty. Off. So. There we go. So your image quality optimization makes it look worse. Yeah, like I said, you're probably not noticing it. Watch a few other videos. The other thing I can tell you, the pad's not as loose. I mean, I said that at the start of this video. The pad's not as loose as people complained of it being. But there's one thing I can tell you is really difficult to do. Diagonals. It's still a lovely looking game. It's just a shame they haven't taken advantage of how good it could look. I know I'm a broken record, but honestly, you have to see it to believe it. Right, you're fucked, Chuck Norris. Right, music's alright. Like I said, the menu and the title screen sound levels are completely opposite. Oh, look at that. No slowdown. To be honest, that's dependent upon the Metal Slug you play. I always find myself trying not to say Metal Gear. Ah, getting used to it now, the pack. Right, let's have a look. Oh, did it? Well, I guess it's because you have to go to this menu to exit, don't you? Let's have a look. Let's try a fighting game and see what the pad's really like. Metal Slug 5, King of Monsters, King of Monsters 2, Samurai 3. Let's play a fighting game I at least know the controls on. Ish, kind of. You know what I mean. Real bout. King of Fighters 95, 97. It likes its King of Fighters, doesn't it? There we go. Yeah, let's go with that. Skip to the end. To be fair, that's harsh. The loading times are brilliant. Right, do you know what I mean though? Super quiet. And now we'll go into the game and it'll be super loud. I'm nitpicking. I'm just trying to explain what it's like in the best detail I can. Well, not this game apparently. I'm not sure I like the updated graphic style on this one. The actual presentation, not in-game. Right, no. Single play. Again, see? This is not the layout I know for these games. It's weird. Why have you done this, SNK? My partner? We'll go with Bogard. I'm not sure. Ooh. I mean, alright, so it's smudgy, but it still looks. I think that's more of a testament to how good the game is. But yeah. Oh look. Do you know what? You can still do the special moves. So my fear is. Shit, I meant to jump then. Yeah, about, you know, the looseness of the pad. I mean, I already say it's not as bad as other people said it was, but they're yeah, they're not as bad as I thought they would be. It's doable. If anything, jumping on it, not jumping up on it is more awkward than doing a special move. So that's good. That's really good. I was worried about the pad. Pad is Not the deal breaker, lots of people went on to say, but then having said that, they might be SNK purists, in which case it might be a deal breaker to them. It's not to me, because I like SNK, I'm just rubbish at its games. So I don't even know what I'm missing. And also, I don't know any other special moves to test it. It says, oh, right, let's have a look at another one. I'll do a quick couple of other games on buttons. I'm not getting used to this button layout, am I? Whiny, whiny Dave. Samurai Shodown 2. I've never played it. On any format iteration of Neo Geo. Oh well, we live, we learn. We get slapped, we die. Such is life. The future is now, only it's then. See what I did there? I do remember the first time I saw the original Samurai Shodown in the arcades, I shat my pants. Oh, do you see that? Screen stuff going on there. What was that? Smudgy, smudgy, smudgy. I'll shut up. You get my point. On guard. Would you have said that? You're Japanese. Specials are totally doable. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I love her. Stop biting me. I do love the scaling in this game. Now, also, if I knew any of the moves, it might help. Right, Gollum. Sexy. Yeah, it's up. Jumping is more awkward than doing special moves. I don't know. But the thing is, yeah, I think it's just a question of well, look, it's you two. You're not used to it being like this, like the micro switches and shit. So it's just a question of getting used to it, basically. That's good. I was worried about that. Not saying everyone else was wrong. Like I said, they could be SNK purists. Audio is perfect. As I said, if you don't like fighting games on this, you're bollocks. Top player, why didn't you put Neo Turf Masters on? That is a deal break. Well, it's not really, but clearly the better golf game. I only played it first time recently and was blown away. Why did I not listen to people and get onto it a lot sooner? I think this is the same people, isn't it? That looks particularly horrible. How different can the controls be? Generic. Thank you for not letting me skip any of this. And why is the bloke at the bottom right, because of the way the L on the golf goes, actually look like a hockey player? 1990, I let it off. Am I playing? Are we here? Are we here yet? No, because it's... Now on this one it starts to proceed. This is odd. And this one's really quiet. And I don't need to see ducks. Ha, it says stroke play. Oh dear God. Let's go with the bloke who clearly looks like he should have a shotgun and be on a farm and shouting, "Get off my land." He agrees. No.
Left side of fairway is safer because of river on right.
Okay, thanks, Gem and holograms. Do you know, it's funny, Neo Geo was so far ahead of certain stuff at the time because of the power of its console, but this is one butt ugly game. I don't even know what I'm doing. Alright. Alright, shot. Maybe I should have had a caddy. Right, where do I do? Where's the sweet zone one? That looks better. Yeah, I'll shut up now. Bunker. I've only got one I don't understand how I'm supposed to hit it on this. Rough. Oh, everyone's a critic. I'm going right up here. Clearly that's wrong. Yeah, slice. I do like the music. I got no indication of power, by the way. That's enough of that. I'm gonna have to read up on shit before I play that. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. The ooh, there's a football game on here. What was the one? What I can't remember now. The Mez told me to play. Blues Journey. Why did you not make this super sharp? Every other, I'm probably going to repeat a lot of this when I round up. Every other mini system does it perfectly, regardless of how they play. PlayStation Classic, I'm talking to you. Ooh, change size. Oh my god, it's Mario too. Hey! Oh, you could double juggle. So what am I twatting them with? A sword? Or an umbrella? This has got potential. Ah, he says and he dies. When was this one made? I do like the graphics. Again, should have been sharper. Oh, I got it. And obviously I can't fire when I'm like that. Makes sense? Can I go down here? Oh, awesome. I like it a lot. Oh, the music. Right. Show a couple more and I'm going to call it quits. But yeah, I can tell you right now what the issue is here. It's the screen. It is not the control pad. There's irony. Robo Army. Real bout. Let's try shmup. Oh, I said shmup. Wash your mouth out with soap, Dave. No, we played that. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a little look at football. Oh, I can skip it. I'm the dumbass. True story, when I kick a football it makes that noise. Two buttons, I like that. Oh, who am I? I do believe I did not select England. Better not be Germania. Oh. That's an English football thing. That's not me being xenophobic. Oh, that's kick. That's pass. True story. I've never played this. And I keep forgetting what pass is. It's the only thing I do in every football game, even if it's only got two buttons. Look at that. How do you change character? Oh, fuck off. I hate it when it does that. It's interesting. No, 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 no. Oh, bollocks. I like this. just how quick, fast and easy it is. Well, I say easy to play, not necessarily easy for me to be any good at. Looks alright. Easy little run. How the hell do you beat the keeper? Possibly don't play like me. Get on that. Get on that. Is it not foul then? Right, well, I'll look at one more game. But yeah, as I said, plays alright. Not really having a problem with the control pad. Having a problem with the way it looks. It seems to make a reasonably good package and all this effort and then drop the ball on how it looks. Oh, I played this one before, but hey. Oh, alright. It is a nice look though. Very nice looking. I'm going to say it again, could be sharper. Oh, the colour at the back, see I couldn't see that before because I was playing it on the little screen, which is very nice. But obviously stuff like that is going to be missed. I have heard that, I shouldn't say this out loud, the problem with this game is you just become too powerful too quickly. What's the die by? What's that thing that's raining next to me? Oh, there you go, see words to live by, die by stuff. Oh, look at that. It's a GoBot, see what I did there? Because you thought I was going to say Transformer. I'm going to call it quits. And I'm going to round up on what I think the issues are when you play it on the TV with a pad. Right, I was pleasantly surprised with the pad. It's not perfect. I totally would have preferred sort of micro switch, joystick. It's not as bad. It is to do special moves and stuff like that. To use it in the fighting games, you are going to have to get used to it. It's like anything, isn't it? Break it in. You're going to have to get used to it because it's not a perfect sort of analog stick for those sort of games. Or maybe that's just the way my brain works. It's not as loose. There's not as much travel as some of the people have said there was. But definitely micro switches would have been the way to go because that clicky, precise nature is definitely required for pulling off specific moves, special moves and stuff like that. For other games, it's absolutely fine, spot on. It just would have been beneficial for that stick specifically for fighting games. But then let's be honest, if you're buying a Neo Geo and you don't like fighting games, you're fucked, aren't you? But yeah, the screen though, I don't understand. That is as bad as people say. I mean, I was very surprised with the screen on the unit. I thought the quality was absolutely fantastic on that. So I was kind of hoping for it to, proper 720 output, onto your TV and look as good as, say, the Mini SNES, Mini NES, and, PlayStation Classic do, because it's an HDMI system, it's an high definition capable system. I really don't, if anyone knows why they went that route, I really don't know why they felt the need to kind of filter it, blur it up. I mean, play around with the options and stuff like that, but I just would have liked an absolutely as sharp picture as you could have possibly got, because games like Metal Slug are such good looking games. You want that to be as sharp as possible. It's not a deal breaker. It is by no means a deal breaker, but it is a little bit disappointing that it's not like, super polished. I do find that kind of a little bit of a, I don't know why. SNK, why that and why that stick? That's all I can say. But yeah, on the whole though, it doesn't ruin it. It is noticeable, I will say that. But yeah, really nice pad. Would have preferred micro switches, but again, it doesn't completely ruin the pad. It's not as bad. I guess it's one of those things, isn't it? Don't fear the worst just because of what's out there already in videos, because you don't know until you physically get hands on yourself. So yeah. Oh yeah, 14 quid. 14.99. That's how much the pad was. I mean, how much it would have cost to make it micro switch, like a $5 extra? I don't know. But yeah, basically, if you're going to play that system, you are going to need this. You really are. And obviously, well, that's an empty box now. Going to need one of those. But I'd imagine if you're an absolute die-hard purist Neo Geo sort of fan, then you might be a bit put off by the the kind of, you know, lack of sharp visuals of the actual image it puts out to your TV. But then what are your options? I mean, obviously you can emulate it, but it's certainly miles and miles, you know, ahead of the Neo Geo Gold. Okay, was that what it's called, the Neo Geo Gold? But anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, particularly about the pad and particularly about the visuals. You know, the fact that they've gone that kind of filtery way, and it's, yeah, I'd love to know what you think on that. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.